everything weird.
Hey, sup all, this is me again for another tutorial for Visual Studio. This will be the part 10 of our tutorial. The last tutorial that we've had, just a recap, is about the if statement on Visual Studio. If I recall, well actually that was just last night. Now this time we're going to proceed with a much more intermediate version of the if statement. We are going to call this one as if-else-if statement. So it's like you are trying to create multiple conditions so that the computer can decide in a multiple manner, something like that. So if ever the first condition is not met, then there's another condition. Then if that second condition is not met, then there will be another third condition. So let's start. So I just opened Microsoft Visual Studio for you guys so that there will be no lagging and those failed attempts. So click on new project again. There. Okay, Visual Basic and Windows Forms application. I'm going to name this one as if else if. There you go. Click OK. Wait for it to load again and again. So how are you guys? Everything cool? There, same application as last night. Again, we're going to resize our form. Resize, I mean. There you go. Next is I'm going to create no, I'm just going to drag the text box from here to there. You're familiar with it already. Another one, the button. Just going to resize this one so that it would look better. There you go. Did it look better? No? Whatever. Okay, so I'm going to name this one as if-else-if statement. Well, this one doesn't have any bearing at all, but I'm just trying to give you an idea that if ever you're going to create an application, you need to change the name in here. So I'm going to change the button one's label to evaluate, something like that. There you go. And label, where's the label? It's in here. There you go. Why is it that I keep on saying there you go? Okay, there you go. So change the font size to somewhat like 16. There you go. Remove the label, the caption of the label. Again, the label is still there. It was just removed because it doesn't look good. So this is where we are going to place the grade. Okay, so let's try to have some sort of evaluation criteria. So how am I going to do this? I'm just going to type notepad here. So if ever the student got, let's say, 65, no, 60, no, less than 75, then of course he's going to fail. Then let's say it's around 75 to 85, then that's good. Then 86 to 95, that should be very good. And 96, oh, what's 956? 96 to 100, that would be excellent. Well, I was used to this grade when I was still a student. We are going to do the coding in here. So this is a reference. Double click on the evaluate button. So button 1 underscore click. So first I'm going to type in the if statement. If, so what's the name of the object? So this one is the object. I'm just going to change this one. Instead of text box 1, I'm going to change this one to txt grade. There. So that it would look more like professional. Then in here, professional. But in here, we are going to change label 1 to something like LBL remarks. Evaluate would stay the same. So if the value of, what's the value? txt grade.text is less than 75, then what's going to happen? Then, no, not message box, but instead LBL remarks the text is equal to what? Fail. Why are you not answering, guys? Next, else if. So this is the main purpose of else if. So if the first condition is not met, then this will be the next condition. Condition. What condition? Condition. Okay, val your text txt grade dot text is what? What? Let's just check on our guide. 75 to 85. It's greater than 75. No, less than 85. Less than or equal to 85. What is happening to me? Next is, what's going to happen? LBL remarks that text is equal to good. Should I remove this one? What's wrong with this? Expression expected, yeah. We're just going to debug that one later on, okay? Else if, it's better to have errors, guys, actually, because you will have an idea that also you can commit mistakes during the process. Since I'm doing this one live, I'm not Googling anything, and I'm not dealing with any other matters. And of course, I'm confident enough. Okay, so next is less than 95. 95. Then forgot to place then in here. Maybe that's why. Oh. What's wrong with me? I'm just going to remove this one first, guys, okay? Just bear with me. Then LBL remarks that text is equal to very good. Then else if value of txt grade.text is less than and equal to 100, then they place something like that there. Okay, so now we have noticed that the problem with this one is I should not move the value downwards. Are you getting this? If not, then you can just replay this video there. So that's the temporary fix for that error. Else if value of txt grade text is less than or equal to 100, which means it's after 95, that's 96 to 100, then what's going to be the result? LBL remarks that text is going to be excellent. There you go. Else, so what's going to happen? So this will be the negation. So if the condition is not met from all of these choices, then this will be the negation. LBL remarks that text is, or not txt, that text is equal to invalid. Great. I hope this one will work. Otherwise, I'm going to put my whole family to shame. Okay, so shall we run this one? Wait, am I recording this? Okay, good. So start. If ever I'm going to place 76, it's good. If I'm going to place 84, it's still good. If I'm going to place 86, that would be very good. Wow. If I'm going to place 96, that would be excellent. So it's working fine. Now let me explain that one again to you guys. The first line states that if the value of txt graded text is less than 75, then automatically the label will be remarked as failed. Else, if the first condition is not met, if the grade of the student is 85 or 76 to 85, this is what this one means. It's less than and equal to 85, so it's 75 to 85. Then automatically remarks is good. 86 to 95, that would be very good. 96 to 100, that would be excellent. Aside from that, that would be invalid. Okay, did you get it? So that is how you're going to deal with if-else-if statement. So this is Keith again with you guys, and of course, hope you have learned something from this. Although this is a little bit crappy, but hey, hopefully you have learned from it. Okay, bye.
Everything weird.